Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes.
I'm a grown-ass man. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man.
Hey everybody, King Dingbat here. I'm in my garage with a cigar. It's only a candy cigar because my wife won't let me smoke one after I put that big fat head up in our bed.
Shoots! I just totally screwed that whole thing up. Yo, everybody doing? What is going on, everybody? How you doing? What is happening today? What is going on, everybody? Well, let me get here. Just Sean, what's going on, man? Thank you, and welcome to Dingbat Nation, my man. Welcome to Dingbat Nation. Thank you for joining. Jersey Dolphins, man, what's going on? Joseph Vega, what's up? I gotta tell you so. I don't know what you're talking about. Ignoring you. Richard Gonzalez, what's up? Ramon, what's up? Easy Money, my man. Justin K, what's up? I totally screwed up that whole intro. What is going on, guys? How are you all doing today? Of course, yesterday we had the big win by the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid, MVP, is he not? MVP, no question about it. But that was tremendous. I was loading up my reaction so I could have it during the stream if I have to take a phone call or something like that. That's what screwed up my whole intro. But what is going on, everybody? Yeah, Embiid MVP, absolutely. Steven, you're right with me. I mean, I think Howie needs to jump on it. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? Here you go. See, somebody's calling me. Toll-free call. I don't answer toll-free calls. Stacy, what's going on with you? How are you? Sixers are awesome. Yes. In case you guys missed it, I will play you my reaction to that game winner because I was streaming that game, and I'm going to try to stream every Sixers game I can from here on out. But here was the reaction. I don't know if you saw it. Let me show you guys. Dallas still stinks. And you got to inbound. Somebody's got to turn around and shoot. 2.6 seconds left in overtime. Here's Green with the inbound over to Embiid. Embiid throws, shoots. Oh my God! Oh my God! Embiid! Oh, a shot! Did you see that? Holy shit! Did they count it? Oh, Embiid! What a play! Embiid! What a shot! With 9/10 of a second! What a shot! Game over. Embiid turns around, hits a three. Unbelievable! Are you kidding me? What a shot! That was amazing. Game winner. Sixers win, baby. Wow. Yeah, man, that was fun. That was a great time. Now, if only Howie Roseman could bring me that kind of joy. You know what I'm saying? And there's one way to do it. Go out and get yourself a weapon. You know what I mean? You're a Heat fan? Well, we'll see you soon. Texas boy says, Philly not going to the finals. Neither is the Dallas Cowboys. No Deebo, no thanks. Why not, Gabriel? I'm curious. Why wouldn't you want him if he can make your team better right away? Yeah, it's ridiculous he can shoot like that. There's no question about it. To me, dude's as close. He's another Hakeem Olajuwon, man. But he may be a better shooter. Phil, I had to put my phone down for a second with you celebrating like that. I thought we got Deebo. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. I wish we did. Matt Corral has a cannon of an arm. I've been watching a lot of Matt Corral. No question about it. We got 174 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I really didn't put on slow mode, so hopefully we won't need it today. I have to go look at more of them. But 64205 4.26 40 corner. I like it. I like it. And you know why a corner, like, you know, as a corner, not a receiver, you can't catch. But I'll have to check him out. Mayday, what's going on? Mayday, 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 what's happening? What's going on? Sixers sweeping plus draft's going to be great week. Howie Roseman for president if he don't screw this draft up. I don't know, man. I'm nervous. Howie's got me a little nervous. You know what I mean? A trade with the Saints mean quarterback in next year's draft. Let's get Deebo now. I say get Deebo now. I mean, what are we like I always say? What are we waiting for? Like, what are we waiting for? Like, at what point do we say, all right, let's go get better? At what point do we do that? Are we waiting for all the dead money to clear off our cap? I mean, what's the point? What are we waiting for? And you know, that's what I want to know. You know, that's what I want to know. Orlando Rodriguez, welcome to Dingbat Superfans, man. Welcome back to Dingbat Superfans. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. The question about Deebo too is how does he want to be used? If he's going to only play wide receiver and not allow coaches to use him an overall weapon, that might hurt. Yeah, it might hurt his value. But do you still think he's a good receiver? I mean, is he a guy that can take a wide receiver screen and go 80 yards? Is he a guy that can take a 5-yard slant and go 90 yards? I think he is. To me, even if they want to, he doesn't want to play running back role. He doesn't want to run. I'm fine with it. You know, my whole thing is at what point do the Eagles say we're legitimately trying to build this roster and be competitive next year? Does anybody get a sense of this offseason as the Eagles are truly trying to improve for next year, or are they focused on 2-3 years down the road? Dingbat, yeah, we are officially 1 week away from the draft, and I will be streaming every second of it here. Me and Joey will be streaming, so definitely come check that out. It's going to be crazy. Philly, did you hear the Eagles are preparing to offer first-round pick this year, Jalen Reagor, and more picks? Not sure what the source was, but that's what I saw. I have not heard that. No, I haven't heard that the Eagles have any interest as of right now. Hopefully they will. But as of right now, I've not heard any interest. It's crazy, you know. Unspoken Word says Matt Corral is a baller. Man, I'm getting easy money's brainwashing me because I spent all last night watching Matt Corral, well, Sixers stuff and Matt Corral stuff. I watched him in versus Alabama. I watched him versus a couple other teams. I'm just watching a lot of Matt Corral. And I like him. J-Jaw, Isaac Sayamalo, a 2023 second-round pick for Deebo. I don't know, Takeem. I don't think that gets it done. I think you have to give up at least a first-round pick. You know, let me catch up to these. At least a first-round pick, you know. Super Tony, what's going on, my man? He says, I think the receiver market is too high for Howie right now. I think he'd rather draft a receiver in the first and have a fifth-year option. But then what? But by the time that fifth-year option comes available, you're probably going to – if the guy's any good, you're going to have an extension already worked out. And you're also going to have to extend Devontae Smith. So you're going to pay either way. It doesn't matter. You could pay now. You could pay later. You know? I must be a Jets fan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can read. If you're talking to me, I think it says Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S spells Eagles. Don't believe anything you read here. It's all BS. Of course it is. Corral could do it all too. All right. Pinky up. Looking for the draft live stream with you. Yeah, man, me too. It's going to be fun. I'm pumped up for it. I mean, I'm at the point now, like, I am tired of looking at mock drafts. I'm tired of even talking about who to get. Like, I just want this thing to go down. You know? Now, I'm glad you brought this up, Blackline, because this is something I really want to talk about today. I think the Eagles are going to try to trade up to 6. I feel like there's no way this team is going to be so non-active in free agency and then go into the draft and just sit by and let things come to them. They are going to be aggressive. I think the play is for the Eagles to try to go up to 6. I think they want to go up to 6, and I think they want to get either Sauce Gardner or Thibodeau. I think that's the play, man. I really think they're going to try. Deebo, I would love Deebo. How sure is the Carolina trade? It's not. There's nothing on the table. But we know Carolina is trying to move back. They desperately need more picks. So there's an opening there. And this is purely opinion based. But I think the Eagles. I think they try to trade up to 6. I think you're going to see a situation where the Eagles trade up to 6 and then trade back from 18 and to recoup whatever they give up to get to 6. That's what's going to be the question. What will it cost for the Eagles to get to 6? That I don't know. You know, Reagor for Chenault straight up. Done. I'd do it in a second. Better value long term in the draft class than Deebo demanding 25. Why do you say that though, Gabriel? Love from Scotland. I appreciate that. But I mean, yes and no. If you have a person that can draft the right guys, then I kind of agree with you. But when you have a guy that drafts like Howie, I mean, are you almost wanting the sure thing? You know, that's what I want to know. Philly, listen to all these haters, man. They just jealous of our team is better than theirs. Oh, Cowboy fans, absolutely. We are getting a wide receiver in the first and a cornerback, Olave or Burks. I would take. I like Burks too, man. I like both. I would probably go Olave over Burks, but I like both. I really like both of them. No question about it. T.O. Harris, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate you. This is Philly 500. I believe Minshew, Dillard, Reagor, and Sanders could be traded on draft day. Minshew, Dillard, and Reagor would not surprise me. The surprising one is Miles, especially like if the Eagles are the Eagles planning on being a heavy run team next year. If so, can they afford to trade Miles? But I mean, that's an interesting take, though. That's definitely interesting. And thank you for super chat. Herzog says, and does Carolina get a quarterback or line or trade to us? I think they trade to. I think they want to trade, and I think they figure they can get a quarterback. I think all those quarterbacks. I don't believe any of these quarterbacks are going top 10. Okay, I do not believe a quarterback is going top 10. So I think they could get whoever they want. You know. No. The title throws you off. No, the title's not meant to throw anybody off. No, that I'll have to fix the title. It's purely let me fix the title. I didn't mean for that to throw you off. I apologize. Hold on, I'm just trying to fix it. I'll have to do it later. No, it's purely opinion. My bad. Yo, 500, do we need to trade up a player? Do we need to trade a player away in a trade-up package? You might not have to. Probably not. You probably wouldn't have to trade a player. No. Easy money. Brainwashing me some more. He says, Matt Corral, the next star quarterback, all SEC quarterback. Here we go. What if Sauce and Kevon? If Sauce and Kevon are both, if they're both gone, the Eagles don't go to 6. I don't think they go to 6 unless it's for those two guys. But they still could go up to, like, let's say 12, 11. That I could see for a guy like Stingley. Maybe if they want to jump on Jordan Davis, something like that. You think Stingley's a better fit? Well, I think Stingley could be there like 10 to 12, though. You know? Jets getting Deebo, Philly sorry. What do you mean the Jets? Is that just your opinion or you heard something? Tortyville says, it seems like Lurie and Howie don't want to acquire free agents or trades until they get a quarterback next year. They aren't trying to compete this hard this year. Then here's the question. How do they know, like, there's 2 big quarterbacks coming out, right? So you got 2 quarterbacks, you probably have to get top 3 to get either of them, right? So how are they going to get a quarterback? Two first-round picks isn't enough. You would have to trade 2 first-round picks and a first-round pick next year. Maybe, depending on the team, you can get up that high. I think that if that's the case, then watch out that they don't draft Matt Corral in the 2nd round. I think he's in play. You know? What players drafted at 15 or 18 would you give? You would give me a Jalen Hurts type meltdown. Man, I think a quarterback at 15 would give me a meltdown. Probably quarterback, maybe O.J. McDuffie, and maybe Drake London. Those could be the ones. Okay, so you think we're moving up to 6 to get Sauce or whoever you have in mind? Honestly, I think we have to think about the possibility of trading back more than trading up. That's how we move. I think you do both. You've got 2 first-round picks, right? So if you could trade up 15 and then you can recoup those picks by trading the 18th pick and moving back, I think that you do that. You know, that's what I think they're going to look to do. I think I expect the Eagles to be like really aggressive in this draft. You know what I mean? Steve Scoggins, man, what's going on, man? Who would San Francisco get in return for Dallas if they trade him? I mean, I would assume Dallas would have to give up their first-round pick and then probably some more draft picks. It'd probably be a couple picks. But how if the Cowboys can't afford all these other guys, how can they suddenly afford DeeboSamuel? You know? Imagine if the Bills get Deebo. Yo, 500, do we need to trade a player away in a trade-up package? Not necessarily, no. Olave stinks. He can't block. Listen, the J.J. Arcega-Whiteside can block. He's the greatest blocker ever, and he's the umbrella man. He stinks. The last thing I'm going to be worried. I mean, I know it sounds bad, but I'm blocking great. Yeah, that's good, but I'm not. That's not going to keep me from drafting a receiver because you get 4 years cheaper by drafting. Yeah, but you got to draft the right guy. Well, what if you don't draft the right guy? You know, Philly. Did you talk about John Hightower? Are we done with him? Did you see how he said about him to pick between 22 and 28? He said, "I want as many picks between that as possible." Yeah, he's definitely moving back. Hightower, I don't think. I mean, Hightower's a practice squad guy at this point. They don't use him. You know, Matt Corral has a stronger arm than the number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence. This is a fact. Nike Long Toss 2017. Are you watching Nike 2017? Are you watching all the Nike Long Tosses? Man, you really got it in for this, dude. And I'm going to try to catch up here. I'm way behind on these chats, man. These are coming fast and furious. And I want to thank everybody for being here. We got over 250 people here. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We are 1 week away from the draft. 1 week away. And I'm pumped for it. Yo, 500, what do you think about getting Burks or maybe getting a linebacker the first 2 rounds? I would love a lot. Look, if the Eagles drafted Devin Lloyd, they drafted Nakobe Dean in the first round, I would be the happiest guy in the world. They're not drafting a linebacker. They haven't drafted a linebacker in the first round since 79. Maybe in the second, like Christian Harris or somebody, that I would totally be great about. That would be great. Treylon Burks, he's one of the receivers I really like. So I would not have a problem with Treylon Burks. You know, it obviously would matter who's available. You know, Sherman says, "What's good, Philly? Would you like to see them get George Pickens? The tape and eye test speak volume about his upside." Yeah, Sherman. I honestly think he may be the best fit for the Eagles, opposite of Devontae Smith. Like, I really like him. Yeah. And if I could trade back to get like a late first round and then take him and get extra picks, why not do it? Kara, what is up? How are you? Long time no see. 500 first round is based on potential. I'd rather 2 potential players than 1. Well, yeah, you can still trade back though and stay in the first round. Like to go to, I'm talking about going like from 18 to 25, 18 to 26, you know, something like that. You don't have to necessarily go like out of the first round. J-Joe's umbrella will be worth millions in several years, but I'm sure him or his mother will sell it. I don't know if they'll sell it. What's up, Jersey Dolphin? I see a lot of wow, ooh, wow. What's up with that? There are good linebackers to round 4. Don't expect the Eagles draft a linebacker early. This linebacker draft is crazy, very deep. Yeah, I definitely don't expect them to do that. That is true. Oh, Gravy, my man. Thank you for super chat, my man. He says, would you trade number 15, 18 to the Jets for number 4 and 35? Well, I mean, I assume if you go up to 4, you're trying to get Sauce Gardner or Thibodeau, right? Most likely Sauce before the Giants do. You're worried about. See, I think the Giants take offensive lineman at 5, and then they try to take Sauce Gardner at 7. But I mean, if you're really high on the guy, I guess. But I would prefer to try to keep that extra first round pick. But I do like the idea of getting 35 though, because with 2 second round picks, I'm taking one of those second round picks. I'm taking Ojabo. And thank you for super chat, my man. Says, Philly, it's me, King Dingbat Jr. What's up, Scotty? I think Olave is going to be an Eagle as a lock. As a lock, okay. It was rumored that they loved him and he came for a visit. All right, it could be. It could be. After the top 10 to 12 selections, the next 50 to 75 players are pretty close grade-wise, just depending on your needs. And then it would make more sense to try to trade back, no? Wouldn't it? Kyrie says, you know me, I hate the offseason. Too much anticipation for my nerves. Oh, I understand. You know, right now it's getting long because, like, we all need the draft. You know, the draft is so long away. I wish it was like in March. Trade 18 and Jalen Reagor for DK. Done. That's not. There's no thought about it. Do that in a second. In a second. Yes, definitely. I would do that in a second. You wouldn't get 35 from the Jets. You only get pick 4 for 15. I'm not doing that. There's no way I'm doing that. I think you could get up to 6 without 2 first-round picks. But if you have to give 2 first-round picks, I wouldn't go up to 6. I'm not giving up both first-round picks. I'd rather move up and not give one of those away. What about Kyle Hamilton falls? But yeah, I think if Hamilton falls, the Eagles could take him. I mean, it sounds like there's a good chance he may be around 15 or 18. He may be there. Jaquan Brisker is a guy I totally like at safety in the second round. Yeah. Ojabo could be this year's Landon Diggers. If I got Ojabo, I wouldn't even play him next year. Just sit him out the whole year and let him rest and learn, you know? Yes, I would trade with the Jets, draft Sauce in the first and Pickens in the second. I like Pickens. I mean, if you get that 34 pick, it's not as bad. But how much is Deebo a sure thing in Shanahan's system? How do we know his skill set will translate? I don't see why his skill set wouldn't translate. I mean, he's playing in the same league, no? I mean, and here's the other thing. Why does everybody assume that our coaches can't scheme him open or do things for him? To me, they did a lot of things for Reagor. He just stinks. If you make some of those plays or give some of the end arounds and wide receiver screens, you give that to Deebo instead of Reagor, he's going to have big gains. So I think that Sirianni and them can scheme him open. There's a coach that changed his whole offense basically during the year to fit his offense because it wasn't working what he was doing. I think he could do it, you know. The price is right. Do we trade it with the Giants to move up? I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine trading with the Giants. But I could see us jumping the Giants. You know? Yo, I'm on the team bus going to my track meet. We better get Deebo. Going to track meet. Very cool, man. I'm seeing mock drafts. Sauce going high. I know. I know. Who that dude? Some of these mock drafts are insane this year. Like, there's no consistency. Like, I've seen ones where Malik Willis goes number 2. So you just don't know. You have Trevon Walker going number 1 overall. I just don't know. So it's hard to know. But I assume that he's going to go top 7 Sauce. You know, let me catch up. 1 week away, Denzel Washington's burner. Yeah, the beginning of April, not the end. I agree. I mean, as soon as the draft's over, it's May. And then it gets really slow for like 2 months. It's horrible. Hope we draft Stingley, Burks. Burks can be Deebo. I like Burks, you know. I don't think he's as fast as Deebo, though. You know. How do we get DK Metcalf, Oliver, and Linderbaum? How do we get all of them? I mean, I don't think you would want all of them. You'd want one of them. So if you trade for DK, like 18th pick, I mean, I guess technically you could take Oliver at 15, but you wouldn't need both of them. You know? Philly, check your chat. Okay, hold on. Thank you. I have my phone here to show me I had it off. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. I see it, Justin. Thank you, man. Shout out to Justin, member for 5 months of Tinfoil Dingbats. We're working on Tinfoil Dingbats right now. He says, who do you think the Sixers' biggest threat in the playoff run is? Boston. I think they could beat the Heat. I really do. But Boston is always a team that just always crushes my hopes and dreams. So I would say Boston. That's the team that scares me the most. And thank you, my man. Let me try to catch up to these. We got 320 people here. Holy crap. Justin K, man. Thank you for Super Chase. Says, yo, Phil, I sent you a member chat. I got it. I saw it. Thank you, man. Karen said, I trust Stoutland with the later rounds of alignment. Yeah, I do too. I definitely do too. We got so many assets to give team for a big splash. We do. I mean, are we going to do something? We got to do something in the draft. Like, we've been so unaggressive in free agency. How can we not be aggressive in the draft? Gandalf, the White, thank you for Super Chat. Do you think Devin Lloyd is the next Micah Parsons? No. I don't necessarily think he's a Micah Parsons. I think Parsons can be a pass rusher too. I don't know that I see Lloyd like that. But I think he could be a good I think he could be a very good linebacker, but I don't see him in the same role. I see more Hassan Reddick in that kind of role. Leo Chanel said would be excellent pickup. Oh, Leo Chanel is good. Yeah, there are some good. There's some good players, man. Paul Mancini is right. There is a lot of good rumors. I mean, a lot of good linebackers. Paul Mancini says more trade rumors. Eagles trade 18 and 124 and Minshew to the Panthers for safety Jeremy Chin and their 4th round pick in 23. You heard it here. Now, I love this. One, this would make up for a mistake. You know, when the Eagles took Jalen Hurts, there was a fight in the front office, right? You had analytics guys and you had how he wanted Hurts. And you had the scouting department wanted Jeremy Chin. And they didn't take him. That's very interesting. Where did you come up with that one? I'm going to keep my eye on that. You know? Take a corner and a wide receiver. Don't try to trade up. You have too many holes on this team, King Eggno. Yeah, listen. Thing is what are you going to talk about? Taking the 3rd, 4th corner off the board at that point at 15, and then a wide receiver, and you trust the guy making the picks. That's the problem. I would rather trade up and get one of the top 2 corners than take like McDuffie. You know. 500 Eagles need to go wide receiver, quarterback in first round. First, wait, you want wide receiver, quarterback in the first, and then another, or you mean corner and then a quarterback? 5 rings. What quarterback? Why would you waste on a quarterback this year when the next year's class is better? I mean, I know the top 2 guys are better. Who? I don't know all the other guys. I mean, it depends. I don't know enough about the quarterbacks coming out. I wanted to draft Deebo. I'm like you, 500. Name is tough. Yes, Dub. I agree, man. Deebo would have been a great pick. Pinky up. Daxter Hill reminds me of Minka Fitzpatrick. I think Hill's going to be a player, man. But is it worth to draft 3 wide receivers in the first round, though? No, it's not. No, definitely not. That's the thing. But you may not have a choice. The Eagles will be drafting a wide receiver possibly in the first round 3 straight years. The only other team to do that, the Detroit Lions. Would you be upset if the Eagles trade back 25-30 and take Ojabo to make sure they get him? Well, that would be really early. I mean, I guess it would depend on. Yeah, I mean, I would think that's too early for Ojabo, but it would depend on like what. To me, it would depend on what else they get trading back. Like, did they get an extra second round pick or not? You know. Clark Roberts, man, a member for 6 months, a Dingbat super fans, man. Thank you so much. He says, I feel like a free agency wide receiver is better than drafting one. We need to draft a corner and defensive line. Thoughts? Well, that's been my feeling too. Is like I wanted a free agent wide receiver, a veteran wide receiver, somebody that could come in right away and help Jalen Hurts. Instead of drafting a wide receiver and hoping that, in a couple of years he develops. I wanted somebody right away and immediate. And I think you do. I think you need to fix your defensive line. Listen, you're going to lose Hargrave and Fletcher Cox potentially after next year. You got to get defensive tackles. They got a lot of holes. That's why I think they're going to trade. Not trading a first for Jeremy Trent. That's Paul's little prediction. We'll see. I feel like Minshew is going to get traded. I think Minshew could get traded too, except for you got to give me at least a third-round pick. The guy's only making $900,000 next year. I mean, both quarterbacks are not making a lot of money. Easy Mike says there are two elite options in 2023, and they're top two picks. Stroud and Bryce Young are going top two in 2023. All other quarterbacks are not elite. I like Corral more than Young. Have Stroud slightly over Corral. Man, you're starting to brainwash me. You're starting to brainwash me with this Corral shit. Wow. What's up, Jersey Dolphins? What are we wowing? What time's the draft start? I think the draft starts 7 or 8 Eastern on next Thursday. Any chance we trade for a vet wide receiver on draft night? Yes. I think some of these wide receivers like Deebo and AJ Brown, I think there's potential possibilities. Yeah. Sauce and Deebo, let's go. I mean, can you imagine if you added DeeboSamuel and then you somehow got Sauce? Like, your team changes so much, man. Here you go. Thursday, April 28 p.m. Rounds 2 and 3 Friday, 7 Eastern. Rounds 4 and 7, 12 p.m. Eastern. That Saturday is going to be tough. By the time you get to Saturday streaming the draft, you start getting a little crazy. Trade Minshew to Atlanta for Calvin. Calvin suspended the year, right? If he appeals it and wins, maybe, but he ain't going to win. Calvin really ain't winning an appeal. Bryce Young is 6 foot, 195, soaking wet. He has long ways to go before. Wow, so he's only 6 foot. He's 2 inches smaller than Matt Corral. How about that? Desert Eagle 90, my man. Shout out to you. He says, imagine needing a quarterback and won't have the first-round pick in a strong quarterback class next year. Thank God it's not us. That's true. We got at least 2 firsts. Hopefully it's a strong quarterback class, Calvin Ridley's still coming to Philly. Watch. You think they're going to trade for him now, or you think he's going to serve a suspension first? Maybe we add Julio Jones for cheap after the draft. The only thing with him is, he's just a little older. I guess you could, You still believe we get Calvin next year? You mean like after next year, or you think Calvin Ridley's going to actually play? Like, how's he even going to play? Philly 500, easy money's the Matt Corral Colt. He really is. He keeps saying the same thing over and over. Eventually, people believe him. I'm starting to believe it. I'm starting to watch Matt Corral videos now. It's like, what the hell am I doing? I need to be watching wide receivers and stuff like that. And he's got me watching, it's crazy. Who that dude says it's going to be hard to get big name wide receiver to come because they want to catch the ball, not just block. Well, and then we need a quarterback, right? We have to get a quarterback. That's also another reason why I think you should try to trade for one, and then sell them on it. But man, when I hear that, hey, we can't bring Deebo in because we don't have a quarterback to throw the ball, or we don't have ways to get him open. We can't scheme him open. Man, that says we should just blow the whole thing up and start over. Yeah, Julio's good for 6 games, right? I don't think he plays this year, but I think we want him. I mean, I guess it'd be interesting. You know, the thing is he's going to be suspended. I think he's appealed it. Yeah, I think he's appealed it. But I don't know if they've already had the whole whatchamacallit. But that's not going to get overturned. If he was betting football, they're not going to overturn it. They're gonna come down on him. Could we see the Eagles trade 18, 51, 124, and Dillard to the Panthers for 6th overall pick? Gardner. Yeah, I mean, you may be. I think like something like that's possible because they don't have nothing after 6, right? They don't have a 2nd or a 3rd round pick at all. You know? Hey, I'm serious. Like if we don't have a quarterback, we don't have the coaching staff, we don't have we don't have these guys, then what are we doing? You know? Like what I want to know is everybody who thinks we shouldn't go out and try to make a play for any of these guys. At what point do we do it? When is the right time? Because really, by that route, it'll never be the right time. Josh Sweat breaking out this year? I hope so. You know? First round is 10 minutes for each selection, so expect 5 to 6 hour first round for, oh my God, 5, 6. Yeah, it's going to be over 4 hours. Last year was over 4 hours. Matt Corral's going to draft. Matt Corral's going to the draft for nothing. Might as well paint and dress him a clown for the draft. You think he goes 1st or 2nd round? Hey, Easy Money, what round is your boy going? Hey, 500, what if Howie had the Honey Badger already signed, but waiting for the right before the draft to announce it? Only serious reality, but we're talking. So you think, I mean, great. I would love to have Honey Badger signed. I don't think he said he's signing until after the draft, right? So, I mean, but yeah, I would love it. I would love it. We got 374 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. Please please subscribe to this channel. It's going to get crazy this week. I should be doing this today and then tomorrow. So look for another stream tomorrow. Sherman says, hey, Phil, here we go. Elite cornerback out of SEC and a cornerback that potentially could be elite is in Sauce. Everyone seems to like Sauce over Stingley. Have we not learned from our past mistakes? Yeah, I think everybody likes Sauce. I mean, I like Sauce over Stingley, but I'm not as down on Stingley as a lot of people are. There's a lot of people down on Stingley. I think if he's at 10 to 12, I would not mind making a play for him. All right, Gravy, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Bo Wolf said the following players are on the Eagles board at 15. Jamison Williams, Garrett Wilson, Jordan Davis, Thibodeau, Stingley, Hamilton, and Gardner. So, William Davis, Thibodeau, Stingley, Hamilton, and Gardner. I love all those guys. The only thing I'll ask, though, about what Bo Wolf said is, how is Thibodeau and Gardner why would they even be on there? There's no chance that they make 15. So if that board's correct, then that 15 has to be about a trade up. That has to be about a trade up to go up against Thibodeau and Gardner. That's what I think. They must have some sort of like, if these guys get to this point, we're making a move. Just my guess though. But I would be happy with every one of those players. Brandon Lewis, thank you for super chat, my man. Appreciate it. We are not getting any of the top quarterbacks next year. There are at least 4 other teams with 2 first-round picks next year. Yeah. So what do you do? What do you do then? If we're waiting to build a team because we're waiting on a franchise quarterback, when are we going to start building our team? That's why I say, why wait, What are we waiting for? And thank you for super chat. R. Gravy, thank you for super chat as well, man. Thank you, guys. The NFL only invited Matt Corral and Willis to Vegas for the green room. First round, not Kenny Pickett or Ritter. NFL knows Corral is going first round easily and has all traits in today's NFL. So you're aware we're probably not going to land him, right? From what I'm getting vibes from his Honey Badger's waiting until the first round is signed to see who gets safeties. Exactly what he's going to do. That's what I would do. If I was him, I wouldn't sign till after the draft. Because what you want to do is you want to see who needs safeties and who are more desperate. There he is, Andrew. What is happening? He says, DeeboSamuel, Mr. Attitude Problem. You guys want to sign him for 2 or 3 high-round draft picks and pay delinquent north of $20 million. Remember Jeffries and Jackson. Listen. What are we doing? Are we looking for priests to run congregations, maybe a church, or we build a football team? I don't care if he's Mr. Attitude Problem. I want him on the field if he can score touchdowns. As far as the point with the $20 million north, Jackson and Jeffries, I mean, Jackson was old. Jeffries was at the end. For $20 million, that's it. That's the price of freight now. When Devontae Smith comes up for a contract, you're going to have to sign him. If you draft a wide receiver in the first round this year, you're going to have to give them contract. They're going to be well north of 30 probably by then. So why not? Man, get this mother humper out here. Where's this moron? Hey, somebody double moonwalk that dude's ass. Somebody double moonwalk press maker. Just hide his ass. Double moonwalk his ass, please. I want that guy gone. Alex says, how has Philly fans complain about players with attitude with the reps have around the league as fans? We have great rep. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't get, like, see, the whole idea that guys got an attitude problem. I ignore all that. Like, to me, that doesn't bother me. I want guys that can play, man. 500. Do we know we're picking? Do we know we're not picking him? Yeah, 500. We do know we're not picking. Yeah, we're the main team in the mix for Corral. Corral has been to NovaCare twice since 21. He came twice. I only know of one time. Someone took your wrench. Let me get your. Why has Kara's got no wrench? I did have to reset the whole thing, so maybe you haven't been in there since then. I had to reset it again. I don't care about attitude problem. I don't. I mean, if he's getting arrested and going to jail and getting suspended, that's another thing. But, like, if the guy wants the ball, I kind of don't care about that, Paul Macy said, not fan Stingley, I have a question. I question his heart and desire and mental toughness. A lot of people do. He's only played in 10 games the last 2 seasons, and play was not elite like his friend. Yeah, that's true. The problem with AP is that at any point in time he can snap and take off all his pads and stuff and quit on the team. That's a problem for me. Okay, to me that's a problem. But a couple of years ago, I used to have literally, like 2 years ago, I was having, like, right after he got cut by the Raiders, me and shout out to Adrian Fedku, Bitter Birds, we would debate it because I was like, get Antonio Brown and bring him here. Because I'm not running a school for priests. I'm running a football team. I want talent. You know what I mean? I want talent. If they're getting suspended all the time, then yeah, that's a problem. I got you, Brandon Lewis. Okay, wrench talk ends with carrot. Please, yeah, no more wrench talk. Dave Dust, what's up? Maybe there's an added problem because of the situation. He could come here and have no issue at all. Yeah, but don't you guys find it interesting that every time a guy has a contract issue, a contract problem, then all you hear about is, oh, he's got this attitude problem, or he's this, or he's that. It only happens when they have a contract, right? When there's a contract issue, then it gets spread that, oh, this guy's a problem. Some of it, I think, is just bullcrap. Like before Deebo was even talking about contract, you didn't hear anything about attitude problems. You only hear about it After. Yeah, Bitter Birds has not been around for a while. So did you hear Mike Tyson? Yeah, I watched the video. Yeah, I feel bad for him because I could understand getting pissed off like that. You know, don't put incentives in a contract. Just pay them. Pay him. It's not my money. Stingley was injured. He didn't quit on the team. People always talk about his mental toughness. I don't get it. It's because he had the off year. People think, oh, he's not trying as hard. That's the way it goes. Exactly. Yeah, they always have problems with people. There's always attitude problems when they have a contract dispute. But a team has no problem cutting a guy on the spot because whatever. So I don't care about that. Jeremiah Butler, my man, what is going on, man? That guy Bomber Tyson was a dumbass who's going to poke. I don't know. The last guy you want to mess with is Mike Tyson. Well, I ain't got no range for more. Seriously, King, I don't need it. Give it to the loyal subjects. I got Howie. Yeah, you got Howie. That's true. But I love you, Andrew. What do I like about Matt Corral? I like his arm strength. I think he's got a cannon of an arm. I think he moves good. I mean, I don't think he's the best scrambler in the world or anything, but I like his mobility enough. I think he can move around, get out of spots. Very fast release, very big arm. And he's bigger than I thought. And I don't mean like weight-wise, but he's 6'2". I think that there's some stuff to build on with him. The question with him, I don't know him, so I can't tell you what's in his heart. I can't tell you what's up here in his head. But I think he has the ability. I think he's got an elite arm. Tyson told the dude to leave him alone. Played stupid games with stupid prices. Yeah. He still can't touch the guy though. That's always going to be a problem. I think Deebo is built for Philly, and off the field, his mentality is Philly strong. I don't know enough about his mentality, but I can tell you what, for what the Eagles need, I think he's the perfect fit. Yeah, I actually do. We got over 350 people here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. How about Jerry Jones confusing Monica Seles with Monica Lewinsky? He did, really? I didn't even know that. That's hilarious. Mike says, I'm sold on Corral. You've been probably listening to the Easy Money. I've been going to the Matt Corral, Easy Money Matt Corral church. Another trade rumor I have is Eagles sent 18 and number 101 to the Broncos for Judy. Broncos have 4 quality wide receivers and can use draft capital. That's interesting. I like Jerry Jeudy a lot. I would be surprised if they would trade him. Do you think they would trade Sutton? That kid I like. Matt Corral is Derek Carr with more upside, better scrambling ability. Yeah, I think, dude, I'm telling you, I've been watching a lot of Matt Corral, and I think this kid can play. I don't know what he's got up here in his heart, but man, I was impressed. I watched the Alabama game, and Alabama killed them. But I mean, he didn't get a lot of help. He was under duress the whole game. He still made some throws down the field that were guys just went through their hands. I don't know how much help he got, but man, I kind of like him a little bit. Matt Corral reminds you of Tua. Interesting. I don't even want to say what he reminds me of. I don't even want to say it. I spent some time watching Patrick Mahomes' college tape and then Matt Corral. I'll just put it that way. I heard that Deebo only wants to be labeled wide receiver only. If that's true, we would still. Why not? I mean, yeah, I heard that too, but why wouldn't we? That doesn't mean he can't play wide receiver. People act like he's only a running back, or he's only, if he's not used in all these ways, he's not valuable. I still think he's a good receiver. I think he could be a great slot receiver. I just want to help Hurts. I literally just want this guy to have help. I want to improve the offense. We have not improved our offense at all. I don't understand it. I don't. Why keep developing a quarterback when we need to build through the draft and keep our cap space low? Why do we need to keep our cap space low? No, a lot of teams don't keep their cap space low. And why keep developing a quarterback? What are you going to do then? If you're not developing a quarterback, what are we going to do? So who are we going to sign? I don't know. I mean, I think it would be nice if the Eagles added somebody to help Hurts. I'm not saying go spend all your money, but I'm saying they could have done something to help him, right? Jeremiah Butler says, I'm about to start campaigning for Wyatt like you do Corral. Take off the line talent, never in question. There you go. Listen, if they get Wyatt, I'm not gonna have a problem with it. Oh yeah, Joel Embiid MVP. I played my reaction to his game-winning shot as we started the stream. Pro 901 says, I heard that Deebo only wants to be late. Yeah, I think I read that one. Yeah, he does. Philly, I wish we had waited to extend Howie till after we seen. I agree. There's no way I would have. No way I would have extended him now. Booth, Stingley, Gardner, or Elam will work cornerback for me. I like them all too. Agreed. You want to trade me for? I'm only worth a 5th round. Come on, dude. I'm worth at least a 3rd. At least not a 2nd, dude. You know what I mean? Sean said, if you can convince Joey Shakes to Corral, I'm down to draft him. All right. I'm gonna let's see if I can convince Joey. I'm gonna convince Joey Shakes that we need to take Matt Corral. And let's see if I can get him to make a video on it. That's my goal before the draft. That's my goal. I'm gonna see, because Joey will freak out if we draft him. What comment are you talking about, Juan? What comment? Yeah, get that guy out of here. Get him out. Get him. He keeps coming back. God, these fuckers. I hate these assholes. Just get him. Yeah, get him out. That's the same piece of shit guy. I hate that shit. It's like, go get a life or something. Right, Ronnie, exactly, man. Exactly. Press maker, man, it ain't cool. You can't be here no more. Yo, I feel like Hurts wasn't better than most of the starting quarterbacks. I mean, passing-wise, I don't think he was. Now, and I'm not saying he can't. I think he deserves another shot. All I'm saying is give the man help. Give the man help. If we got Sauce, I want to freak out like the Slim Reaper pick. Low. Oh, I love how he balls. Yeah. Hey, look, if he can pull off Sauce, I like it, Do I like jelly donuts? Do I look like I like jelly donuts? Like, seriously. Do I look like it? I mean, can you see me saying no? You know what I mean? First stream tuning in, you are on high taking. I'm not taking a quarterback. No, don't get it twisted. I'm not taking a quarterback in the first round. No. I'm saying if I could convince Joey Shakes that Matt Corral's worth drafting, I meant in the 2nd round, not in the 1st. But I'm not taking a quarterback. No. I'm just thinking that Corral may be a good quarterback. But no, don't get twisted. I am not taking a quarterback. Easy Money, on the other hand, he's taking a quarterback. Matt Corral college Eagles patch. It looks interesting, yeah. Good luck on Joey Shakes Matt Corral. Can't wait to see how you're going to turn out. Well, I'm going to do it, man, and you're going to watch it. Andrew, I'm going to get you to watch it. 500, no time for trolls. 500 minutes, 350. Yeah, we got 365 people here. Thank you so much. Now you're talking. Get Joey on board with Matt Corral. Check out his interview. I'm going to try. I'm just going to see if I can do it. See, he's probably watching this going, When you get the Lions 32 pick and draft Corral with it. Mr. International, you like Corral too, man, huh? Damn, Matt Corral's growing on. Yeah, I think, I really don't think we should be taking a quarterback. But I think Matt Corral's an interesting prospect, but I wouldn't take him, no. I just think if we get Joey on it, yeah, that'll be funny. Purify, my man. Thank you for Super Chat. My bad, I was in school. You really want Corral? Nah, I like him, I like him. I think he's an intriguing prospect, but I'm not. No, I wouldn't take. Definitely not in the first round. I can't. I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, here we go. Nick Yak is back for more attack. You got everything going for you next year, and counting on Hurts to learn how to throw straight. Why? I don't think they have a choice. We're kind of traded one of our first round picks as an insurance policy next year. And by all intents and purposes, they're going to play Hurts this year. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. To me, what I want to know is if you're going to let Hurts be the guy next year, why not give him help? We are run down a team and still had 16 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. He was Matt Ryan only threw 4 more touchdowns. Yeah, but we were running team because he had problems throwing the ball. Listen, if you go back and you watch that Tampa Bay game, he has to become a better passer. Now, I agree that you got to give him time and you got to give him an opportunity. And to me, you got to put pieces around him. I'm all for it. They're not going to stay being that kind of run offense. I just don't believe that that's what they want to do. Even if you listen to the owner, he talks about being a pass first team. That's what they want to do. He's got to develop into a better passer. Now, he's got all the intangibles. He's got all the things that you can't teach he's got. Can he become a better passer? I don't know. I'm in wait and see mode. But I don't think that style of offense is what they're going to continue to play. That's not their plan. And they had to go that way because he was not passing well. And there were games where we were in the fourth quarter against good teams, and he had like 80 yards passing. He struggled, and only when they pulled everybody out, his numbers went up. So I think the numbers are a little bit confusing or a little bit misleading. That said, I still think he deserves the year, and I'm still going to play him. But the only difference between me and Eagles, I'm going to actually give the guy help. Chris, thank you for super chat, my man. He says, hi, 500. How's the pizza out there? It stinks. So I messaged you earlier. Please check your Twitter later. Thanks, Ghost. All right, Chris, I will, man. Pizza, they don't even have Sicilian pizza out here. I mean, so it's not too good. But thank you, my man. Shout out to you, Chris. Message from Golden Eagle says, wings up. We drafted Matt Corral in the first. Oh, my gosh. Dude, I think Easy Money's got like a whole religion starting here. That's crazy. We guarantee they bring more offensive help like they did for Carlos. But they haven't, though. Like they've not done it. You could bring in rookie receivers, but you don't know how much, to what extent they can help you. They really haven't helped them. They haven't done them. To me, the Eagles have not done right by Jalen Hurts. They're not setting him up for success. I really believe that. Professor Chaos, man, thank you so much for super chat. He says, Easy Money is a Matt Corral burner account. Matt Corral stinks. I wonder if Easy Money, I'm like trying to figure out if you're related to him or something. I don't know. Philly, don't you think $25, $30 million wide receiver is the cherry on top? We still need ice cream, bananas, whipped cream before we need cherry on top. But you don't get to choose which one becomes available first, Mikey. Like, you can't sit there and say, well, when we get all these other things, then we'll get that other thing, other part too, because you don't know. I mean, what if you do everything you say, right? And for what you're saying means we have to go out, draft the right guys, which Howie doesn't usually do, and you got to fill all these holes, then go out and get the guy. But what if the guy's not available when you need him? You got to get the guys as they become available. I don't think you necessarily need the perfect order to get things done. I think sometimes you have to take what's there at the time. Right now, there's a lot of guys out there. I want to see what Mr. International said about don't keep press maker hidden forever and ever and ever. Even if I ever release all my block people again, Pressmaker will not be one of them. Matt Corral is the quarterback of Ole Miss. Go check him out. Easy Money has been brainwashing me and others to think that he could be good. Sauce would be awesome. You know, I think the most likely scenario is Jordan Davis. You know, trade 15 second rounder, a 4th for the Panthers, 6th draft Sauce, draft Wyatt 18, draft I mean, trade 15 in second rounder, a 4th, pair 6, and draft Sauce. I like that. Draft Y18 and trade a 3rd and get Dillard. I like it. Jeremiah Butler says, when Howie drafted Reagor, the brother screw. Oh, man, that's a disaster. I mean, we're still paying for that right now, right? He's getting plenty of that, but tight window throws is his problem, along with overthrowing open receivers. Yeah, I think he also has to become more accurate. I mean, he's got to work on some stuff, but I think he could be good. You know. Philly, I bet you $100. Well, you don't have to bet me 100. I'll promise, Cinder. I will check him tonight. And I will let you know. Chad Moon, I will let you know. What do you think if some of the tackles fall 15? Defensive tackles? Yeah, I think, to me, if I'm at 15, I'm going, and Jordan Davis on the board, I'm taking him. That would be my first choice. Assuming, you know, there's not like a Sauce or somebody doesn't fall. I'm taking Jordan Davis because I still think you got to address your defensive line. I think it's got to be priority. And I know they need a corner, but like if the Eagles stay at 15 and 18, I see a situation where it's like Jordan Davis and Andrew Booth or Elam or somebody like that. That's what I would see. Who dares call him Jalen Regatron? That is just not right. Mr. You gonna love him? I'm gonna have to check him out. Easy money. Easy money. When's the next Matt Corral church meeting? I like winning. Elite quarterbacks run the league. Corral has elite traits. He does have elite traits. Do you know anything about like his Wonderlic score or mindset? What about in clutch situations? I would love to know those kind of things. Philly, Jordan Davis at 15, 18 for the Lions, 32, 34. I would need more for the Lions. I would need more from the Lions. I would want more. But yeah, if you could get 32, 34 and have your third, second, then you could take maybe get like a George Pickens or somebody like that. Like, dude, I would do like Pickens, Christian Harris, and then Ojabo. There you go. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. Pinky up. Pinky always up when you take a sip. When you take that, that's what the Italians say. Pinky up. It shows class. You just need a pinky. I need to get a pinky ring. And I will get one. Whoever said Jalen Regatron deserves, I never said he deserves it. He just doesn't. He's not Regatron. He's Regalar. How he is acting like the cash is coming from his pay, so they are tight, and that is stupid. I don't know. Like the only thing I can think of about the Eagles all season so far is that they must not believe in Jalen Hurts because they obviously don't want to build pieces on offense around him. They did nothing to help him. So 500 just got home from school. How's it go? What's going on, man? I hope you had a great day. Jeremiah Butler says Wyatt's better than Davis. Hey, keep saying it. You might brainwash me. I like both of them, so I'm okay with either one. When Corral goes to a different team, him and all of his followers will drink spiked punch. What if he goes somewhere and becomes like the next Patrick Mahomes? And we're all gonna have to be reminded by easy money forever. Do I cross my legs if I can't? I do not. I'm not a crosser of legger. No. What days are you going to do live mock draft with LB? I have to talk to LB. I'd like to get him on my show before the draft. I had him on the show last year before the draft, and it was really good luck. So I would like to, 97 Fanatic just posted on Twitter, Eagles drafted Matt Corral with the entire article. What are you talking about? No, they didn't. Great win last night, Rock the Artist. Was that not awesome? Crowd goes to the Saints and takes them to bowl. Killing our pick that would kill us, man. Yeah. No, I definitely don't sit Indian. I don't sit Indian style. I don't cross my legs. I don't eat at buffets. No, I don't like going through Starbucks, drive-thrus. My wife, she makes me say all these weird names for coffee. Somebody should go to NovaCare and drag High Rose to the draft, stand right beside him in case he messes up. I'm telling you, right? Jameson Williams, yeah, easy money. He's just troll. He got a good taste Philly 500 points. I like Jameson Williams, yes. Matt Corral, are you a Matt Corral guy now too? I'm gonna invite Cilio. Yeah, Cilio has an open invitation to my channel. He would like to come on Shakedown. Sure, he could come on. Go 500. They did help Hurts by upgrading Reagor with Allen and upgrading J-Jaw with Pascal. How can you say Allen is an upgrade for Reagor? Allen, you don't even know if Allen will make the team. I mean, no offense, the guy hasn't played since 2016. And then, yeah, Pascal is an upgrade from J-Jaw, but that's a very limited upgrade. That isn't truly what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't think that's going to do anything significantly to change your offense. There's no way that they're going to play Allen over Reagor. You have to remember, the Eagles are going to piss us off. I'm telling you, when this year starts, we're all going to be like, why is Reagor playing? Why is Reagor playing? Because he's a first-round pick, and they don't want to give up on him yet. You love the pigeon? Nick Gack. Nick Gack, I like you, man. I like you. You come with it. I'm okay with that. I'm glad you like it. Donuts or cupcakes? If it's vanilla cream donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, I'll go donuts all day. Big Fish, Little Boat. I love that name. Thank you for super chat, my man. He says, I bet my left nut we trade up in the first. It's so damn obvious. Package Dillard at 15th and a regular jersey. I think they're trading up. I think the Eagles are going to go into the top 10. The question is just going to be how far. I think they're going to try to go in the top 10. I think the Eagles are going to try to trade up. And I think it'll be hilarious if the Giants are sitting there, they take an offensive lineman with their first pick, and they're sitting there thinking they're going to get Sauce Gardner, and somehow he's there at 6, and the Eagles trade up and get him and steal him from the Giants again. That would be great. Allen, he's from Oregon, and he hasn't played since 2016. He was an Olympic hurdler. He's very fast, but I mean, you cannot pencil him in as even making his team already, I like Dan Cilio, but he's got a lot of takes that just aren't true. I mean, it depends. I mean, opinion's opinion. Listen, he obviously knows people. I mean, you look at some people he's on. He obviously talks to people, knows people. So he's hearing something, I like the guy. He's a paisan. I like him. He's my kind of guy, dude. I like that guy. 500. Go back to Matt Corral's pro day. He was injured and still killed. I was watching his pro day today. I watched the combine interview. I watched his pro day. I watched him against Alabama, and I watched him against somebody else. I can't remember who. It wasn't a great team though. I need to go back and watch more of him. I like him, dude. And I also watch Patrick Mahomes' college tape. Just do it and then watch him. One says Stingley over Sauce. I think he'll be available. Oh, Phil Myers, man, thank you so much for super chat, my man. Appreciate you. He says, remember when Wentz compared Reagor to Julio Jones on training camp? Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I was thinking maybe he was going to be like Macklin, but he sucks. But thank you for the super chat, Phil. I mean, we got Reagor. To be fast doesn't mean he can catch. He's not fast either. I think I call him Reagor because I think it's all mental with him, and that's why he plays so slow. Because when you look at his college tape, he's fast. I mean, he's fast, but he does not play like that. Yeah, Amici is very good. I like him. He would be a great second-round pick. I'm telling you, the more I think about it, the more I think George Pickens is like the perfect complement. Unless you go like Jameson Williams early or Garrett Wilson early, or Olave for that much, Oh, 3 man, thank you so much for Super Chat. He says, much love, 500 blessings. The streams. Thank you, man. I'll be doing another one of these tomorrow afternoon as well. I'm taking a little extra long lunches in these last 3 days. Because we got the draft in a week, and I haven't been able to do enough streams. So we'll be streaming a lot next week, and of course the draft. So we got 359 people in here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. The more I think about it, there's no way the Eagles take David. They want defensive tackles who can rush the passer. You talking about Davis? Maybe. They may look at him as like such a freak athletically, Yo, Philly, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. You think Aiden Hutchinson goes number 1 overall at Jags? I think so, yeah. But, I mean, we'll see, David just says 500. I like Davis, but he only played first, second in college, 20 snaps a game. There's 2 ways to look at that, though, right? Why did he play that limited snaps? Was it because they were good and they rotated and that's the way they did it? I mean, he's an athletic freak, right? He obviously has the ability to be able to play all 3 downs, right? So to me, I kind of look at it and say, well, maybe that's a good thing because he's got less wear and tear. He hasn't been beat up as much. That wouldn't scare me off from him, Say Philly, now fans compare Reagor to something else now. What are they comparing him to? Timothy Looper, my man. He says, Phil, I'm a Cowboy fan, and I think Washington is going to be a team to win the East. I think Wentz is going to have a major turnaround. I think you could be right about that. I think you could be right. They definitely have to be you have to be concerned with them. Thank you, 500. I've been saying George Pickens is the best receiver for us. He's 6'3". He runs a 4.47. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he's good. He gets separation, and I think he would be a good complement to Devontae Smith. I do, and you may be able to trade back and pick up picks and still get him. So I've been telling you, I want Pickett with the 18. I love him. I think you could trade back and still get him. Reagor plays fast when he scoops up a punt he dropped. I think his problems are more mental. Yeah, exactly. Like when he has to pick up the ball because he dropped it or it bounces and he has to run to it and he doesn't have time to think about it, he moves pretty well. But it looks like he's always thinking too much, So I think it's mental with him, Maybe he could have a complete turnaround this year. I mean, that would be like unbelievable. Rock Daughter says 15-18 should be defense unless Williams or Wilson are there at 15. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't think Jameson Williams or Wilson will be there, Reagor is, I agree. Last thing I'm going to say, Matt Corral is RPO go, and NFL loves RPO throws a 60-yard bomb at a pro day. Yeah, a lot of RPOs. Man, you guys are selling. Oh, man, don't do this to me. You brainwashing me with Matt Corral. I'm starting to – I like this kid. Oh. My coworker is a huge Giant fan and said his team might trade back one of the three draft picks in case Daniel isn't the quarterback. So he said he thinks the Eagles might trade with them. I doubt it. I mean, you never know. The Eagles traded with Dallas in the first round twice before. So you never know. I don't think the Eagles care. If they want to get up somewhere and the deal works, they're going to do it. They will trade up with the pick 15 and they will trade down with pick 18. Remember, I agree, Michael. I have actually done videos on it. I agree. Pickens is a monster. I think he is too. Wolf goes to thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Eagles will trade 18, 51, 124 with Andre Dillard for 6 overall for Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew. I just called him for Sauce Gardner. And then 15, the Eagles select wide receiver Treylon Burks. Man, that's not bad, though. I'll take that. I'll take it. And we got 348 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you guys being here. 03 says, which can team be the most overrated this year? Most overrated? Dallas. Dallas will be most overrated because I think Dallas is taking a step back this year. I think Dallas takes a big step back, you know. 03, thank you for Super Chat again, man. He says, you should do a Fortnite stream. They adding Wu-Tang. I've never played Fortnite, ever. But if they add Wu-Tang, I might have to. Rufus Rogers, man, thank you for Super Chat, my man. He says, Davis is a hell of an athlete, but doesn't play like one. He's like Reagor, plays slower than he is, and is lazy when it comes to pass plays. I don't know. I mean, with the tape I watch, I mean, he looks pretty good. I mean, there's definitely flaws. But, you know, I guess, see, the problem with things like this, right? And you could be totally right. Like, he doesn't play, you know, pass plays. He can be lazy. Maybe he doesn't have enough heart at times. Like, I think those kind of things are hard to figure out for, like, us fans. We're not talking to the guy. We're not meeting with him. We're not asking him certain questions. We don't even know what makes him tick. So it's hard for me to know that, you know? I know that if the Eagles take him, then they have to really think that he was worth it, you know? And I'll trust them in that regard. Michael said they will trade up 15 and they will trade down pick 8. Yep, I think I read that, and I agree with you. Trade up for Sauce, trade down for pick. I like that, DTG TV. I like that. Joe Vegas says Matt Corral has a quick release and a strong arm. He fits in the NFL. Good second-round pick. Man, you're convincing Joe Vegas. Dude, Joe Vegas runs Vegas. And if he's starting to believe that Matt Corral's a guy, easy money, you're brainwashing me, you're getting me. I think second round, he could be a good quarterback. Question is will Matt Corral make it to the second round? All reports are that the Eagles think he's by far the best quarterback in the draft. Yeah, Sauce Minshew. Yep. Would you be cool with Wyatt at 15? Yes, I would. I would. Yeah, I would, Ernest. I like Booth. Booth to me is, I think, the third best corner. Wyatt, I like Wyatt and Jordan Davis. Someone get flavored great ball. I got some Zevia soda, caffeine. Pinky up means class. Enter this or the Johnny Depp trials on my TV. I haven't watched one iota of it. Corral, quick release, strong arm, fit. Yeah, he's got a big arm, no question about it. Oh, Andrew don't want anybody. Forget Deebo. Did your cats have kittens yet? Get their asses in gear. No, I think the female cat's pregnant. We're pretty sure she's pregnant. So little kittens are coming soon, that's for sure. It'll be interesting. Jeremiah Butler, my man, shout out to you. So it seems most people don't understand what a true nose tackle does. Davis is a two-gap defensive tackle. His job is to take doubles. Wyatt is Donald-like prospect. Yeah, exactly. And they do need that, especially if the Eagles are going to play this hybrid 4-3, 3-4. But you're right. You're absolutely right. I like either one. If you want to tell me that they take Wyatt, I have no problem with it. I do know this. The Eagles need defensive tackles. Listen, they're going to lose Cox and Hargrave. You're going to need it. You need them. Eggnog, yeah, it's not eggnog season, you know. New Zealand fan, Philly fan, what's going on, buddy? I think Burks is the exact player we need this year. Let's get 5 years of a cheaper Deebo. I like Burks. I do. There's a lot of receivers I like. The one I'm kind of sour on is Drake London. I think it sounds like a Canadian rapper to me. I can't believe people ask this question like he knows more than any of us. I like listening to him for entertainment, but not for knowledge. Hey, whatever, dude. You listen to me for whatever you want. I have my own opinions just like the rest of you. My opinions are no better than anybody else's. And you know what? Any so-called expert out there talking, their opinions are no better than yours too. All people are doing is giving their opinions. But hey, I appreciate you watching me for whatever the reason is. You know? Honestly, probably won't sign. It doesn't look like it, you know. I want the big move, you know. David says, I really like Olave. If Wilson and Williams aren't there at 15, I'd take them. I like Olave too. I like Williams and Wilson and Williams better too. I would have them above him. To me though, if those two guys are going, I really think I would trade back and just get more picks and take George Pickens. Chris, that's a tough one. I'm going to say Jameson Williams over Garrett Wilson. I'm going to say. I think I'm going to say that, but both guys are really good. 500. You still think of? Yeah. I have we have cupcakes every Thursday. Yeah. You want to come for lunch? Aren't you making it today? Stingley 15, Jameson Williams 18, Chad Muma 51. Now, question is, will Jameson Williams be at 18? That would be the question. Let me catch up to these. King, it's not that I don't want anybody. I'm just sick of signing players to do one thing, catch a damn football, and not only do they suck at that, but they are no-shows on game. But don't you think that's more of the Eagles getting the wrong guys? Like, they haven't, the last time they got a talented wide receiver, a top of the league guy, it was T.O. And he showed up. It's because they try to me, I think that's because they go the cheap route. They try to get the guy with maybe a big name, but he's too old or he's been injured. There's always something. A lot of wide receivers I like this draft: Wilson, Williams, Pickens, Watson, Pierce, Phillips. Yeah, I do too. There's a lot of them I like. There's a couple I don't like, Would I rather sign Honey Badger? I'd rather sign Deebo. And the reasons are he's younger, and I think you haven't done anything to help the offense, I don't know if 500. London snatches a rock and tries to run. He does. The only thing is, every time I watch him, though, he doesn't have any separation, though. He's always in tight coverage. He's got great hands, though. I'll give him that. I could totally be wrong with him, totally. I accept that. I might be. 500 might not be professional, but him and LB have year of tapes on YouTube and have hit on many more player predictions than miss. We've hit on a lot of stuff, but you always hear about what we don't hit on. You're not going to hit on everything. You miss them, you get some, But it is what it is. But I appreciate that. Shed Time, man. Thank you so much for Super Chat, my man. Appreciate you. He says, love me some Denzel Bowl time. Thank you, Shed Time, man. Shout out to you. Hey, look, for whatever reason somebody wants to watch me, I appreciate it. You could watch me because you like my opinions of football. You could watch me because you disagree with my opinions of football. You can hate my face. You can love my face. You could want to punch my face. You could want to cook me dinner. I don't care. Whatever it is. Welcome. You're welcomed here. Did I used to get bullied as a kid? No, never got bullied. That's the one thing I can say. I did not get bullied. Dixie, thank you so much for Super Chat. Appreciate it. Who do you think is the hottest player on the team? Definitely Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman. He's a looker. Nick Yak says it's my favorite comedy show on YouTube. There you go. Well, hey, whatever it is, I'm glad you're here. Who is regular of this draft? Howie needs to avoid Drake London. That's who I say. Coach Dante, what's going on? How are you? And I'll if you want to talk about the hottest player team, that's not my expertise. We could trade the 15th pick and go up to 18. I read it wrong. We could trade the 15th pick and go up, and the 18th pick and go down. Casey is 29 and 30 back to back. We could do that. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the play. I think that's exactly what you want to do. Super Tuesday, if there were only two quarterbacks in the draft, Willis and Corral, and we need a quarterback, who would you take? I still take Willis from what I saw at the combine. See, I think Willis might have the higher ceiling, but I'd probably go Corral. I go Corral, but I like Willis a lot, but I'd probably go Corral. Chris says there's a YouTube channel that showed David snaps. To be honest, he's doubled often, but there are times he gets completely walled off by one guy. I'd like to check it out. See, I'll let Kara tell you. Kara can answer that question. Hottest player is Jalen Hurts, probably the hottest player in the NFL. There you go. See, Kara can answer that. Yeah, I don't know if Drake London can do the things he does in the NFL corners or way better. He's just – that's my one issue with him is he just always has got somebody draped on him. If I look at George Pickens, he's running wide open. He pulls away. You know? T.O. did show up no matter all the shit that wadded through. T.O. showed up game day and growed the opposite. Yeah, listen, T.O. should have won Super Bowl MVP in a losing cause. You know what I mean? Yes, easy money. He's a Canadian rapper. That's what his name sounds like to me. Like if you said, who's Drake London? And I didn't know he's a football player, I would think, it must be a Canadian rapper or something, you know? Doesn't sound like a football player. But I mean, look, he'll probably be the greatest wide receiver ever to play in the NFL because I said that. So I fully accept it. And I know it will be used against me in the court of YouTube. And I'm okay with that. Reports are saying the Titans are not trading A.J. Brown. Yeah, well, I mean, they might not, you know. But has A.J. Brown gone to them and said he wants a trade? See, I think in today's NFL, teams don't want to put up with that crap anymore. So if a player says I want to trade, they just do it. Deebo said he wants a trade. I think Deebo's getting traded, you know. 500, what's the worst case scenario for draft night? What worries you the most? The GM worries me. Howie Roseman worries me. To me, worst case scenario is like taking Kenny Pickett at 15. That would be the absolute worst case scenario. Also, I think another worst case scenario is if the Eagles draft by positional need first. Like if they look at 15 and they go, God, we desperately need a corner. 2 corners have already come off the board. And when we look at our draft board, we have all these guys rated higher than the next corner, but we're going to take that corner anyways. I think that would be a big mistake. You know, let's trade our entire draft for the next 3 years. Okay, I would do it. Drakeland has similar stats to Reagor, Whiteside, Denzel Mims. And yeah, I'm definitely passing on him. Philly giving London a Canadian rapper nickname is a bad sign. Can you just picture him screaming the name of the TV at London drops a pass? Oh my gosh. I'll have a whole rap for it too. I don't know. That's the feel I get. I know the guy can catch. I know he catches in traffic. I know he's big and physical. But man, I never see separation between him and the corner in anything that I've watched of him. Pickens, all these other guys, I do. No thanks to London. He will not bully players in the NFL. I agree. Who do you think will be a stud past the 3rd round? Past the 3rd, man, that's a great question. Because you get to the 3rd round, at that point, I mean, everything's a crapshoot, you know? I think the steal of the draft is going to be David Ojabo. And I don't think he's going to make it past the 3rd round. I think he goes late 2nd, early 3rd. But I think whoever gets David Ojabo is getting possibly something special. They just have to be patient with him. Think almost of like the Sixers taking Embiid with a bad foot and being patient with him. That's what I feel with Ojabo. I think he's going to be a stud. You know? Yeah, you know what? How London bridges have fallen down. That's true. That's true. How he's going to be in charge this coming Thursday night. I have confidence in him, but it's going to be. Why do you have confidence in him? But how can it be scary? Oh man. Best scenario is how he lands the next star quarterback, Matt Corral. All drafts SEC. We own the NFC with Matt Rocket Armcore. You know, it's so funny. Every time I go into like a like if I'm watching Dan Sileo or anybody, the first thing I look in the chat is to see if Easy Money is talking about Mount Corral. It's like the funniest thing to me every time. I don't have confidence in Howie. I mean, listen, if you said Howie's putting together this trade, I would trust him. If you said to me, Howie has got to make the determination between these three players at the wide receiver position, I don't trust him. You know? You all got to watch Drake London. He has the best hands in the draft. Him and Garrett Wilson, and Drake is a huge red zone threat that can be used slot to put. He is a big threat. He's got great hands. I agree with you there. The last 7 years, Giants are like 40 games under 400. Just wait. Give it another year, my man. Stop skipping over me, biatch. Dude, that's literally the first. Chris Scott, that's literally the first time I've seen you type anything. You'd be surprised how quick this thing goes. I'm with you, Bang Bang Bird Gang. Trey Trilla trolling. So can you give me my little nephew a shout out? His name is Jersey Dolphins. Shout out to your little nephew Seymour Butts. Yeah. I think Ojabo would be insane fit. Learning a year behind University of Michigan bro Graham. Yeah, I agree. And I would just sit him out. I would sit him for a whole year. How he needs to be locked up in the room starting Thursday and not let him out to draft. I know. I feel the same way, Young Money. I mean, that's the one thing that scares me. Like, if you had a more competent GM, I would have no problem, you know? Chris Scott said, I know, brother, loving you. What did you say, though? Type what you were saying so I can answer. But that was literally the first time I saw you. Boss Ricimo. I don't know if I said it right. Why is everyone against Howie? I'm new to football, so correct me, but he made an insane trade with the Saints last year. He got his 3 firsts and Smith and sees our future with the next year picks. The problem with Howie, he's very, very good at trades. The problem with Howie is over the course of, since he's been in charge of the draft, he doesn't do a really good job overall with first-round picks and second-round picks. I think he has the worst drafting. The Eagles have the worst hitting percentage on first-round picks. So he oftentimes, Howie will make a pick where it's like, it'll leave you scratching your head, and it's almost like he's trying to be like the smartest guy in the room. And yeah, so, you know, it is what it is. Phil, you know I started those gag name jokes on this. I know you did. Howie's a stud. I'd also love Trent McDuffie if Sauce goes early. See, I would steer away from McDuffie. Maybe it's the Sidney Jones PTSD in me, but I just worry he's too small. You know. Howie is also pretty good at third rounds and late. They do great third. You know why they do a good job in the third round? I saw a thing on this. First and second round, the Eagles tend to be very analytical. They like their analytics department. They like to go by analytics and that kind of stuff. In the later rounds, they tend to go and focus and go more with their scouting and what their scouts have said and seen. And I think that's why they do a better job. You know, a lot of times the Eagles do not take the best player available at a position, especially early in the draft. Early in the draft, in the first round, you should, for all intents and purposes, try to go best player available. They don't do that in the first round, and it screws them up. You know, the perfect example is the Justin Jefferson pick. They literally on their board had him higher than Reagor, but Reagor had a higher analytic grade. So that's what they did. Rufus, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. I have all the faith in Howie making one good pick. We have 10 picks, but he will have one good pick. But if the one good pick is in like the fourth round, is that good enough? You know, that's the question I want to know. But thank you for the super chat, my man. We got 366 people here. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, please subscribe. We will be doing this again. Tomorrow for lunch. I'm gonna go about another 10 minutes, and then I gotta go back. I gotta go back. So Yeah, I do about another 10 minutes. Chris, he says, Sirianni should ask Howie what 2 wide receivers he likes the most, and then have him pick his favorite. Then knock Howie out and draft Howie's second favorite wide receiver because he's guaranteed Pro Bowler. I'll do it. I'll do that. Have you checked out Daxton Hill, Hassan Haskins? Like I said, I haven't checked out Haskins. Hill, I have. I love Hill. Love him. Okay, haha. Someone please take over this year's draft. Yes. I like Andrew. I think Andrew Booth is the 4th. He's my 3rd best corner in this draft. With Hurts at quarterback, building defense is the right choice along with the running game. So, well, I do think they need to get another running back. You know, I definitely agree with you there. But at some point, they're going to throw more. They're going to have to throw more. Howie always reaches on players when he can get them later. Agreed. No, there's no a lot of just my own speculation. I think they're going up to 6. I think they're going to try. I feel like Howie's goal is to get the next great defensive tackle for us and a receiver opposite Smith plus corner opposite Slay. I think you could be right. I definitely think they want to go defensive tackle. I just, when I close my eyes and I imagine what the Eagles do, either they're going to go up to 6 for Thibodeau or Sauce, or they're going to stay put or move slightly up and get a defensive tackle. I think those are the 2 options. They will mess. That's what worries me. Sal Palantonio says we need to get. I like Treylon Burks. I would be okay with Treylon Burks. Hey, I know he didn't run as fast. Everybody say he was going to run a 4.3. He didn't run a 4.3, but I'm okay with him. Seriously, I'm totally okay with him. I need to get this one thing here. Hold on. I forgot to do it. All right, hold on. It might click off for a second. Not click off, but something might come up and I'll take it down very quick. There you go. Okay. What's for dinner? I have no idea. Laugh out loud, no, sir. I don't know. During the draft, Howie should be sitting at dunk tank filter. Howie should be sitting with me. Like me and him should be sitting together and talking because I will talk him out of bad decisions. Give up 15 for Dillard. Give up 15 Dillard and a 3rd pick next year. Go get up Sauce and trade 18 back and grab Pickens. Yeah, see, to me, that's an A+++ draft, Nick. I'm totally okay with that. Yeah. Nick Ganser closed my eyes and thinking not about the Eagles. I hear you. I can't wait to see this year's draft with you and Joey because last year was awesome, especially the first 10 picks. The first 10 picks, last year's draft was crazy. You know what's so crazy about it was that it was going so bad. Like everybody we wanted was coming off the board. Everything that was slotted and all the map, it didn't happen. And then it was like, you're going to lose Devontae Smith to the Giants. You know it. And you know you're losing Parsons to the Cowboys. And then the Eagles jump them. So that was like, everything was going bad until, you know. Why is no one talking about drafting safety? We don't have. Yeah, we definitely need a starter at safety. I think safety, 2nd round, 3rd round, I think you can find a good safety. You know, unless Hamilton drops, you know. You know. I'm going to be in Vegas. Are you going to be there? My brother, and my brother-in-law, they're all going to day 2 of the draft. They're going to be there. The Michael Anthony, I got that. Maybe I'll play it at the end. Hamilton is going to be a bust. I'm calling it now 500. Notre Dame does produce NFL capable defensive players. Interesting. There is some worry and concern about his speed and pass coverage. Lou, man, thank you so much for super chat, my man. He says, I hope they draft the corner. I think they're going to draft the corner. I think if they don't trade up and do something big, I think they take a defensive tackle and a corner with the first 2 picks, and then I think they take a receiver in a 2nd. Now, I do think they're going to try to trade up and they're going to try to trade back. I do think they're going to try to do those both. You know. Thank you for super chat, Lou. 855. How was your day with? How was the Batman movie? It was a bad experience for me. The movie itself, I can't even tell you what happened. I got food poisoning again. I had a steak that was undercooked, and I got sick during the movie, so I was literally like passed out. I didn't even watch it. I have to watch the whole thing. I mean, I watched a little bit of it, but it was a bad experience. So Black Ninja, he says, "Well, 500 just got here. What did I miss? Nothing. We're just talking. We're just talking. You coming to the draft? No, I'm not coming this year. I couldn't work it out, but I know my brother's going to be day 2. My brother-in-law." 15 Stingley, trade back from 18 to 29 and 50 from Kansas City. Take Dean at 29, Ojabo at 50, Winfrey 51, Alec Pierce at 30. I mean, I like that. I mean, that's pretty good. Dean at 29, I would love it. Where you get your hat? I got an Eagles website. I got an Eagles website. I think a center. I just know we traded the year prior to last year old. You think we're taking a center? I think we drafted corner first, receiver with the second, and linebacker with the second. You could be right. You could be right. Marcus, what's going on, my man? Hey, listen. Batman was so good. From what I watched of it, it was good. But I literally was like, I couldn't focus on it. Let me see here. It was a bad experience for me. My wife and kids loved it, but it was horrible. You liked how they did Batman? It was very good. It's on HBO Max, so I got it. I got the whole Atmos set up. I'm gonna have to watch again. What the parts I watch and what I remember. I mean, I know what happens. I know all the plots and everything. It was pretty cool. You know, there's a few things I was like, but I have to rewatch it. So you always got all the cool hats. Oh, you're too nice, Jake Hodge. Thanks. Why I keep getting unsubscribed and lost my wrench? I don't know. I don't know why you keep getting unsubscribed. This is a major problem I'm having, by the way. I don't know. But resubscribe. Definitely want to make sure you resubscribe. You got your wrench back, my man. Nice to see your thumbnails back, too. I need to see Batman. I hear it's the movie of the year. I got to rewatch it. It was just bad experience, you know. You don't love my punk ass no more. What do you mean? Why would you say that, Andrew? Of course I love you. You know you're my boy. I listen to all your takes on the kitty cats. We're going to get you one of the cats, right? Let me see here. Where are you at, Andrew? I'm looking for you, Andrew. That's weird. Andrew, I don't know. I can't find you in the chat. Andrew, type something. I really like Storm Human, all his baskets. I haven't heard any honey. The only honey badger news I heard of is that honey badger doesn't want to. He's not going to sign with anybody until after the draft. $500. Baldy is coming to visit Medellin. Said so on Jacob yesterday. You should visit. I'll show you around. Say that again? Where? T.O. wants to come back to the Eagles for one play. Bring him back. He looks like he still could play. Why does his mother humper still? How does he still get like he just keeps making more accounts? What a moron. Phil, you use Streamlabs to stream? If so, why not? Why that over OBS? I do use Streamlabs. The reason why is because every time I try to use OBS, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. And then when I try to stream, it's all messed up. If somebody could teach me OBS, I would use OBS because I know it's better. Oh, Medellin in Colombia. Oh yeah, I'll go. As long as you knock me out. No, someone's unhiding him. It should say who's unhiding him, though. It should say who's unhiding him. It'll say who's unhiding him. I'll have to go back and find it. Because he can't be unhidden anymore. I'll just demon whoever did it. I would take T.O. today over Reagor too. No question about it. I don't know why I have to get that troll bothering my ass. Like, leave me alone. I ain't bothering nobody. What is... Even for the hope you'll choke a cupcake or a... You crazy, J-Trill. You want us to choke? You go back through it later. Yeah, go back through it later. I'm going to jump off in a minute here. Hey, Philly, just for fun, can you get some more Michael Anthony Where's the Fitness breakdown? You want me to get their breakdown? I'll play their video at the end. I'll do a breakdown. I actually got to do a thing later today with, I think it's going to be Pizzle, Mark Holmes, and then Rio. It's going to be like a round table. So we'll be doing that. Should be interesting. So if we move up to 6, does that mean we will give up our 2 first-round picks? I don't think you'd have to give up both first-round picks. I wouldn't give up both first-round picks, but I would give up one, you know. Yes, I think we're getting Ojabo. I think Ojabo in a second sounds like a total Howie Roseman pick. Does it not? Does it not? Let me see here. I'm looking for, hold on. Yeah, I think Ojabo. I definitely do. Hey, Phil, you doing new? Yeah, I've got a few intros I'm working on. Some of it, you know, is some of the stuff I got from last football season. As soon as I get through the draft, I'll start working on that. I got a whole Mark Holmes versus Bad Dog thing I'm working on too. So, yeah, we'll see. Let me see here. Hey, Jesus, I love you too. Watch the Giants draft offensive tackle the first pick and then Eagles snag Thibodeau. Yeah, something like that. The Eagles are going to do. Yeah. Oh, that must see Bad Dog Fifth and more. Yeah, that I got to work on that. Who keeps asking me about Sky Moore? I think Miami gave us 2 first-round picks to move up from 12 to 6. I think 15 to 6 for us would also take 2 first-rounders. It might. It depends like how bad Carolina wants to get out. But it could be true. Who keeps asking about Sky Moore? I can't find it. Oh, some Black Ninja. I haven't watched enough of him. I don't know enough about him. I'll have to check him out. But I wasn't trying to avoid the question. Howie will draft Matt Corral if he's available. At what pick? Three card Monty. At what pick? I think Howie's going to try to move to 6. I do. I actually think they're going to try. Will they be successful? I don't know. But I think they're going to make a play for it. It sounds like Carolina really wants more picks and wants to move back. And I think Carolina wants a quarterback, and I think they can get any of their quarterbacks they want at 15. Sky Moore is good, but Alec Pierce and Christian Watson have more upside. I like Pierce and I like Watson. I haven't watched Sky Moore at all. Let me look him up real quick. I don't know enough. I don't know anything about him. Sky Moore. So he's from Western Michigan. New Kensington, Pennsylvania's hometown. Okay, 5'10", 195. Eventually he ran a 4.41. He's fast. I'll have to check him out. I like his speed. A little small, but I like his speed. And he's from Pennsylvania. Seems like Howie and the gangs are content for not signing any big net time wide receivers. We'll see how that goes, I guess. It looks like it, but hopefully something will change. What did it just say? It just said something that came across my screen with Bobby Taylor. I don't know what it was. Let me see. Dwayne says, trade up for Sauce and trade back for Pickett's, grab a job. Yeah, see, I totally like that. Absolutely. Karras like Sky. Yeah, I have to check him out. He's fast though, huh? He's too much like Devontae. I'll have to check him out. Philly has more than enough firepower to move up and down the draft. It all depends on the maestro Howie Rose. The maestro, is that what we're calling him now? There, I see you now, Andrew. There you go. You got your wrench back, dude. See? I do love you. Deebo going to AFC. No NFC team will get him. You could be right. You could totally be right about that. On a biased approach, who do you think right now is the best team in the NFC East, Philly? On a non-biased approach, Washington. I think Washington could be the best team in the division right now. If I'm being honest, non-biased, Washington. Because they get a lot of guys injured back. They were already pretty good, and I think they upgraded their quarterback position. Sky is a steal, mark my words. I'm gonna check him out tonight. I'll definitely check him out. Is this true? We are trying to trade the 6th pick. This is out there, or is this what you're thinking? Now, this is what I'm thinking. I did a mock where we only needed to trade 23 second and a third round picks, and this year for 6. Yeah, I think that's about right. I think that's about what it's going to cost. I really do. I think you'll have to give the 15th up, honestly, but I think the Eagles could do it. It's what I'm thinking. New Jersey Fishing Maniac, man. What's going on, man? How are you? Commanders and Giants will be more improved. I don't know about the Giants. I don't know what to really think of them. I think Dallas takes a step back, and I think Washington has gotten better. When you check out Sky, you'll fall in love with him. Remember, you heard it from some. But all right, man, I got you. Yeah, that's what I mean. 15th too. Yeah, 15th. Philly, you spent. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. I don't even know what you mean. I mean, it depends on Sky's route running ability. Quez is already the fastest on the team. Yeah, Quez is pretty fast. Giants have talent, plus they have two 2 top 10 picks. All depends on Jones, Barkley, and their wide receivers staying on the field. So I don't think I'm not a big Daniel Jones guy, but we'll see if your coach can fix him. You know what I mean? But I hear you. 500. Who do you like in a draft that nobody's talking about? That LB from Cincinnati. I think his name is Beavers. His motor and he plays aggressive. I mean, as far as nobody's talking about, I don't know. I mean, I think pretty much everybody that I like, people have talked about. I think that kid Christian Watson from North Dakota State University, I think he's a sleeper too. And I don't think he gets enough love. Too many people say, oh, he drops everything. You know? We do not have the money to pay Deebo. Why do we not have the money to pay Deebo? That doesn't make any sense to me. You can't tell me they don't have the money to pay Deebo. If you set up the contract where the extension is kicking in the following year, you give him upfront money to sign, like signing bonus money, you have plenty of money to do it. There's no question about it. You know? Oh, I definitely think Cowboys are taking a step back. There's no question about it. The draft starts 8 p.m. Eastern next week. I've been thinking about starting a channel. Would you be absolutely some Black Ninja? If you start a channel, I'll be your guest. Sure, you should do it. Just reach out to me on Twitter. I will. Eagles might actually have the best team in division as much as it pains me. It really depends. I still think they need some help on offense. But I do think their defense got better though. We'll see, you know. If I was being non-biased, which I am biased, but if I'm being non-biased, I really would say Washington, you know. It's all going to depend on Carson, you know. Have fun with it, bird's eye view. We blew out every team in the NFC East, and they still believe all teams with no quarterbacks are better. Yeah, but Washington's got a quarterback now, and you guys lost a lot of weapons. Now, if Dallas got DeeboSamuel, I that would scare me some. I'm not going to lie, but I think Dallas takes a step back. I think all the other. I think Philly's better. I think Washington's better. So I don't think Dallas is going to run away with it like they did last year. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I just started a channel recently, and you're a big reason why I did. Even you being an Eagles fan, I appreciate you and your. Oh, thank you, man. New York Giants, Jeffy, man. Thank you, man. Drop your link before I get out of here. Drop your link in the chat. Everybody go sub them up, and I'll definitely go sub you up. Have you ever heard of Dynasty Owner? I've never heard of Dynasty Owner. No. Is that a YouTube channel? How he won't pay? He's going to pay. He's going to pay one way or the other. He's going to pay somebody. He's going to have no choice. So we'll see. Yeah, well, why delude your Cowboys ain't shit? Yeah, they haven't done anything. I agree with you. Nathaniel says, "What Philly? Love your show. Come from." Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. All right, guys. Well, listen, I gotta go. I got to get going. I'm running late here, so I want to thank everybody for joining me. I will be back. Tomorrow. I'll do this again, and I'll probably have a video out later tonight. So a lot of things going on, but I want to thank everybody for joining me. Thanks for all the super chats, the new members, the subscribers, and all of the returning people. Thank you. For all your support that you give me. I appreciate it. And with that said, we're going to let Mark Holmes and his son take us out. So, Denzel Washington, out.
For one more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking kidding.
You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right. Kellen Moore, he's gotta be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had no time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
This is
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it is what it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you
The
literally.
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way.
Yeah, we had one better opportunity. Hi, Michael Anthony Fitness here, MAF.